I finally beat it. I 100% beat Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I beat the game 4 different times on every single difficulty. I completed and got 3 stars on every single Infinity Rift. I finished getting every stat boost by completing the big intimidating talent tree that is comparable to Path of Exile. And I got every character to level 100 and all the pathetic alternate color scheme skins. Sup guys, I'm Squid Biscuit and today I'm gonna tell you whether the 100 hours I invested in this game was worth it or not. And the short answer is, maybe? Now ever since this game was announced as a Nintendo Switch exclusive, I knew I was going to get it. I have been completely invested in every Marvel movie that has come out since Iron Man in 2008. So after Avengers Endgame finally brought it all to a satisfying end, I couldn't have think of any reason not to pick this game up. And I don't care how old you are. We all love superheroes and wish we were special enough to have some sort of secret powers. I can't be the only one who every once in a while stares really hard at a bottle to either try to move it or levitate it. And every time I see my doctor for a physical, I hope that when he puts his stethoscope to my chest, he hears some kind of supernatural sound, freaks out, then runs over to the phone to say, "Hello, Mr. President, it's me. We found him, the one to save the world." It turns out he was a little boy in a small town, or a girl, I haven't figured that out yet. Hey, can you pull your pants down real quick? I don't know what the fuck I just saw. But since I'm not special enough to be a hero, playing one in this modern beat 'em up will have to suffice. The story in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is pretty straightforward as you would expect. The Infinity Stones blow up and separate into different parts of the world like Dragon Balls. You play through the levels collecting each one just so you can finally hand them over to the bad guys at the end. Then, you beat a team of supervillains before you finally get to Thanos. But it's not the story that makes this game shine. It's the fun, ridiculous, and satisfying gameplay of playing one of your favorite superheroes. And even though you only have a few spells to choose from, and it's lacking a decent combo system, I still found myself using the same team of heroes my whole first playthrough. I mained Thor and rarely switched to the other heroes and never got bored. And speaking of heroes, there are 36 characters to choose from, and each of them having different spells to experiment with. But even though I love how big the roster is, I wouldn't mind if they sacrificed a few characters and spent more time adding more depth to a smaller roster. In my perfect world, instead of having 4 spells per character, I would have liked 6 to 8 and choosing 4 of those. That way I could make my character my own. But for now, the only tool we have to customize our characters is the ISO 8 system. To simplify it for you, ISO 8s are gems for your characters. You can have up to 4 slots, and in each slot you can increase your strength, mastery, vitality, energy, etc. by a certain percentage or fixed number. So far this system is the only way to change up a certain playstyle for a character by using different ISO 8s. Also, there's nothing more satisfying than leveling up your characters. As long as you stick with a select few, you won't see your enemies outlevel you. And if you ever see yourself get stuck, equip some increased XP ISO 8s, then use Magneto on a rush Infinity Trial and grind into your heart's content. Infinity Trials are quick missions that require certain objectives to fully clear with 3 stars. I found these to be pretty hard myself, until I used the online co-op system to team up with more experienced players. Because that's the way this game is meant to be played, with your friends or other people online. Also, a quick tip. If you're having trouble searching for matches online, press Y to toggle specification details, that way you can find more groups at once. You may need to play through a certain part of the chapter again, but at least once you get to where you left off, you'll have help this time. Cause there's nothing more fun than using the shitty online app to talk to other players and having a blast bashing enemies together. So far, the only thing this game is really lacking is an endgame. I have no more reason to play the game other than helping my friends out, and thank God that's still fun. But I would like to see more rare skins that aren't just a recolor, and missions that require 4 players rather than AI for some really hard content. But you might be asking yourself, what's the verdict? Should I buy it or not? If I were to give this game a rating, I'd probably give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you love Marvel games and don't mind blowing $60, then it's a no-brainer. Go out and buy this game because you won't regret your purchase. But if you're not into Marvel and can only afford a couple games a year, then save your money for the new Pokemon. And if the game ever goes on sale for $40 or less, grab it instantly. At that price, you will be getting a huge deal with enough content to justify it. But let me know down in the comments if you're thinking about picking up this game or already have it. Also, let me know which character from the roster you love the best. And don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and if you didn't, well, my bad. And if you want to see more content like this, click that subscription button. Thanks again for watching.